Good morning. It is currently Tuesday, March 19th. It is Aldren's birthday. If you guys don't know who Aldren is, Aldren has been pretty much is my best friend. We do a lot of things together. We hang out, we eat, we smooch.
Oh my god! I'm blushing!
So today, since it's his birthday, I'm planning to make him some japchae. What is japchae? Japchae is like glass noodles. It's like mixed with a bunch of other vegetables. It should be very delicious, and I'm excited to make it for him. But I'm also going to make some for our other friends that are coming along to celebrate his birthday tonight. So today's vlog, it'll be me, Aldren, Adam, and Elijah. Also, I got a new mic. I bought the wrong one. I bought DJI mic 1. This is DJI mic 2. Apparently it's a lot better, so I hope so. Also, you're going to have to pardon my hair. I literally just woke up. I did not brush my teeth or shower or anything. This is just me, baby. In all raw.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
So we're probably gonna have to go to H Mart or JB Market, Jumbo, and get all of these ingredients. It shouldn't be too difficult. All of this stuff I've gotten before, so it shouldn't be too bad. I totally forgot. My mom owes me money because I've been like spending stuff on my sister, and she gave me my money back. Look at all this money! Me when somebody asks if anyone has money.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Alright, here we are at Chumbu. I'm going to show you all the ingredients that I picked up. So first we got a bell pepper. Next we got a bunch of carrot matchsticks. And then I saw myself in a little reflection. Following that we got some spinach. And then just a handful of green onions. And then some brown shiitake mushrooms. And a bunch of white mushrooms. And then we needed about 2 pounds of filet mignon, and then just the vermicelli noodles.
All right, we got the haul. Nothing to it, let's get started. I have my iPad. It's gonna be next to me at all times, and we're just gonna watch as we go.
The link to the video that I'm following is down below in the description.
I'm hoping to make more of a larger supply this time, because the last time I made it, it says it serves 4 people, but in reality, it really only served 2, and that's not cool with me. So this time around, I'm gonna make enough 4 people for sure, and a little bit for my mom as well. I'm gonna grab my meat.
I feel like the best way to share this recipe is to probably do a voiceover. So here we are cutting the filet mignon, and we're going to cut it into little nice patties, but then upon cutting it into patties, we're actually going to cut the patties into little strips. And the reason we're doing this is because strips are easier to marinate and all the sauces can meet each other. Next, we're going to get the brown shiitake mushrooms, and we're going to cut the stems off. Please use your hands. I don't know why I did this with a knife, but that's really dangerous, so don't do that. Yeah, just use your hands to cut off the stems. But once you're done with that, you're just going to kind of smush the mushrooms down and then cut them into patties and then little strips just like the meat. Again, the reason we're doing this is so that the marinade gets really into the mushroom, and then you'll see the mushrooms come out really, really good. They almost taste like meat, honestly. That's the greatest thing about mushrooms. I don't know if people know this, but mushrooms are like easily probably the best replacement for meat, and a lot of people don't realize that. But yeah, upon cutting everything up, you're going to put it into a giant bowl. Once you have everything in a giant bowl, you're going to get 2 pieces of garlic and finely mince them. I have no idea what it means to finely mince them, but this is my attempt of doing so. You take the dull part of your blade and then you just smack the living hell out of it, and then you just use your knife to finely chop it up, and it kind of looks like poop. So there you go. Following this, you're going to put about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar into the giant bowl that I was telling you where you put your meat and everything in. Then you do a nice helping of some black pepper. There's the bowl. Put it in there. You're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And remember, the recipe varies for everybody. But next you'll do 2 tablespoons, or about a 1 tablespoon actually, of sesame oil. Then instead of being a little wussy like me, you can just mix it with your hands and get all the marinade in there. Make sure everybody meets each other. Make sure the sauce really gets incorporated into the meat and the mushrooms. And then you'll put some saran wrap on it and put it in the fridge to set for later. Next, we're gonna crack about 2 eggs, put them into a bowl. The lady separates the yolk and the egg whites and fries them separately. Don't do that. It's a waste of time. I don't know. Eggs are eggs. They taste good. If you want the aesthetic, if you want to be pleasing to your eyes, then do it. Fine, by all means. But I was like, dude, I'm not doing that. And I just whisked my eggs, put it on the frying pan, and try to make like one single nice flat pan of egg. And then upon it frying correctly, you'll just roll it up and it'll look like that. The second one came out really bad. Don't look at that one. But the first one, really good, dude. Love it. All right, next we're going to take the spinach. You're going to clean it off because it's dirty. Spinach is dirty, believe it or not. So clean it all out, man. Do not skip this step, seriously. Then you'll get some hot water running and you'll put the spinach in there. Let it blanch for about 10 to 15 seconds. Nothing longer than that because we don't want really soggy vegetables. But upon it finishing boiling and looking really soggy, you're going to take your spinach out and put it back into the bowl that you cleaned it in. Once you put it back in the bowl, you'll run it under some cold water in the sink and just do it a couple of times because there's some like green juices that come out of it. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that because I'm not really into culinary stuff, but I did it a couple times to make sure that the green juices fully stopped coming out. And then once you're done making sure your green juice is out of your spinach, you're going to take clumps of that spinach and really wring out all of that moisture. If you leave the moisture in there, it's going to make your japchae taste really watery, and we don't want to do that. So make sure you wring out all the water in the spinach, make sure it's really nice and wrung out, and then once you're done with that, you put it back on the cutting board and do a nice cut straight through. Now in the video, she does it into 4s, but I just did 1 straight through because I like when the vegetables are a little longer anyways, so it works for me and it tastes really good to me. Next, once it's in a different bowl, which is going to be a bigger bowl, you'll add a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of soy sauce, and you'll just mix it all up and make sure that each little piece of spinach gets some of that flavoring. I have no idea why I put this footage in here, but get your vermicelli ready and a hot pot of water boiling because you'll need a lot of water for that. Next up, we're going to cut the green onions. You can cut it up how you want, but I saw the lady cut it up like this and I said, fine, I'll do the same thing. But again, it's completely up to you. If you like eating really small pieces of vegetable, then by all means, but this size was good enough for me. It fit in my mouth and it was fine for me. Next, we're going to cut the onions. I had just 1/2 of an onion left in my fridge. I don't know where all my onions went, but that's all I had. So in the video, she just cuts it into nice little thin slices and then she breaks it apart with her hands when she actually goes to pan fry them. So that's what I did. Some people like it smaller chunks. That's totally fine too, but I just stuck with what she did. It worked for me, honestly. Next, we're gonna take the white mushrooms. Again, I decided to cut just a little bit tip off of the white mushrooms because that's usually where the dirt is, but the rest seem fine. So once you cut the tips off, you're gonna take them and you're gonna cut them into nice slices. You don't have to do the patty and little portions like you did with the brown mushrooms. This is completely different. So we're gonna leave it like that and you'll cut about 5 or 6 mushrooms depending on how many you're serving. Following that, we have the red pepper. I know what you're thinking, Inho, you had a green pepper before, why is it red? Well, I found it in my fridge, so I decided to use red because it looks better. But you cut the top off, you cut the bottom off, and then you just cut it in half. Take out those little seeds because you obviously don't want that in your japchae. And then you'll cut it into little slices, put it off to the side. I had this giant plate with all of my vegetables going. I wish I showed you guys more closely, but it looked really pretty. And I was pretty proud of it, to be honest. But yeah, you'll cut into slices. My water was boiling now, so I put my vermicelli noodles in there and let them go to town. Read the packaging, by the way. It'll tell you how long to cook it for. Don't be an idiot. Don't forget about your noodles. While the noodles are going, you're gonna chop up the eggs and get them nice and thinly sliced. Do not cut them big. I think thinly sliced eggs are like the savior of the bowl. It adds more protein. It tastes really good, so do that definitely. While I was cooking, Nick decided to call me.
Yo,
What's up, man?
what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm cooking right now.
After that conversation with your friend, you're gonna grab your noodles and put them into a pot and let it run under some cold water. Do not touch it because it's hot, and I'm an idiot, so you saw me yoink my hand back there. But once you have run it under cold water and they're cold to the touch, you'll grab some clumps and you'll start cutting them because the noodles themselves are actually really long. So do some generous cuts here, don't hold back, and then put all your noodles into a giant bowl where you can start preparing them to be marinated. Next, we're gonna add just a good helping of soy sauce. Following that, we're gonna add a helping of sesame oil. And then following that, we're gonna add a good helping of brown sugar as well. Once all of that is added, you'll only mix the noodles and get all the sauces to meet in there. Once you're done marinating your noodles, you're gonna start frying your vegetables. So take a giant pan, and again, I started to break apart the onions with my hands because it was easier, and you can see they're nice thin slices, but I think I still would have cut them in half, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking back, the onions were a little bit overwhelming, and there was a lot of onion flavor. But once that's good, you're gonna put the green onions in now when the onions are about halfway cooked. They're gonna get nice and translucent, and once they're done, you're gonna put them into the giant bowl and just kind of put them off to the side. Following that, we're gonna cook up the white mushrooms and get them nice and toasted. You'll know when they're done when they're looking a little bit browner, and I think that's your point where it's like, okay, these are good to go, and you'll take them out and put them to the side of the bowl, just like you did with the onions. Once you're done with the mushrooms, you're gonna grab a handful of those matchstick carrots and put them into the pan. You're just gonna fry them until they feel a little floppy, and that should be your sign to put them away. But before you do that, you're going to actually put in your bell peppers in too. I think it's around when the carrots are about halfway done, and you'll let them start cooking together. Once everything looks good, you'll take them off the pan and put them to the side of your giant bowl. Next, you're going to take that meat from the refrigerator and you're just going to put it right on the pan. Honestly, this was probably the best meat I've had in a very long time. And you know, I don't really say that about my own cooking, but it was really good. The marinade was just done so well. And let me tell you something, the brown mushrooms are freaking goated. They're so good. Do not skimp on those brown mushrooms. They taste like meat, and it was just so delicious, man. But once it's all cooked, you're gonna put it into the bowl just like you did with the rest of the stuff. It should kind of look like this. I actually added in two garlics. They were minced. Again, I don't know how to do it, so that's why it looks kind of horrendous here. But look how beautiful this looks. But once everything is kind of there, you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I think another 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then I think another 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. But once everything's in the bowl here, you're gonna go ahead and just start mixing it all up. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you that my mouth was watering and a little bit of my drool fell into this bowl, I really mean it, y'all. This looked so freaking good. And the only thing stopping me from eating this entire bowl was the fact that I was still sick and I could not smell correctly. But even through my sick nose, I could smell this creation that I had just created, and I was like, there is no way I made this, because this is like culinary level, Michelin star looking ass, so good, dude.
Here we go. First taste of my own recipe, or not recipe, but my thing. And my mom calls, of course. This is busting.
It is bussin'.
This. The shiitake mushrooms. So much flavor in the mushrooms. This came out pretty freaking well, and I'm very happy with it. So I'm gonna quickly pack these up. I bought these little containers from Walmart. I'm gonna pack them up, put them in individual boxes, see how much I have left, and then we'll hand them out. For the rest of today, I'm probably gonna do some homework because I have to finish up my final essay, and then I have a chiropractic meeting at 6, and then after that we'll be going to dinner. So hopefully by then my camera will be charged and I'll be able to record the entire evening.
A few inches later.
Dude, I'm so hungry. From the last time I stopped the camera, I said to them, guys, my camera's about to die. I'm going to package these up, take a shower, and then go to my chiropractic meeting. And I'll talk to you guys when I go to the dinner. So here I am. I did pack it up. There was a little bit left. I had some with my mom, and she loved it. I couldn't taste it because I'm sick. And now I'm here, and I'm starving. It's been like 7 hours since I last ate. What are your thoughts on that?
Dude, I just want to thank, God in that order.
Oh, they're here! Does anyone else drive a Kia Soul? Does anyone else drive that box around? I'm just out of curiosity. I just want to know. They're here!
Right now, so I wasn't really.
Oh shoot, they're giving gifts. They're giving gifts. Okay.
I just wanted to keep the tradition, and there you go, dog. So, this is Dahyun.
Twice.
안녕하세요, 제르만 다인입니다.
Yeah, dog.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, bro.
Nervous, I guess.
A lot of bubble wrap.
He says.
What is this?
Come on, take it out, dude. Take it out.
Yo. That is awesome. Holy crap.
Does it all make sense now?
Yeah, I get it.
Look at this phone.
Alright, let's eat.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Oh.
In order to prevent this video from being super long, I really want to try and keep it under sub 20. I'm just going to do a voiceover for the rest of the day. But basically, we ended up eating and then we went to a cafe to have some drinks. And we also had a little waffle with ice cream on it. And yeah, that was pretty much the rest of the day. We did have like an hour-long session of just talking about the most random stuff. But I don't want to go through and edit that because it's a lot of content. So maybe it'll be for a future video. Who knows? But for now, I just did want to end the video off with a couple questions for you guys. I want to know what you guys want to see. So far, I've uploaded only 2 videos, including this one. The first one was basically just me going out with my friends and eating and having a good time and laughing. And this one is primarily a cooking video. Is that something you guys want to see? Do you guys like cooking? Do you guys like the vlog aspect? Do you guys want to just see what I eat? I don't really know per se, but I do have a lot of content that I've recorded. So in order to know what to actually put into these videos, I'd like if you guys could just leave a comment down below. Just tell me what you guys would like to see. If you don't, I'm just going to keep uploading whatever I want to upload, and that's totally fine with me. But either way, thank you to everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging around and watching it through the end. If you did, you are the GOAT. Honestly. And until next time, please stay safe, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
There's a really good meal that I like to kind of consider. It's kind of like a cheat, but not really, because it's really good for you. Getting one of these key lime pies and just eating the whole thing.